She was like 27, 28, maybe
Bro,
like
did you too?
late 20s or something.
I don't know. If you
Like
look
Carmelo
at the
Hayes was
face, you
35.
can kind of see it. So with a 20-year-old face, it's something about the jaw and the nose. You can tell the difference in the skin. The skin way more tight versus once you get into your 25s, 27s, and your 30s. So I could,
A lot of
not that I knew her age, I could tell that she definitely didn't look like somebody in her 20s versus her younger pictures.
uh, Cypher Splash.
Splash, of course, yeah, Splash.
Flash.
Uh, well, yeah. I was gonna say she don't look. I never saw 35 in her. I don't know because women wear makeup.
Okay.
It was harder for me to tell for her at least.
And she black.
But
Black don't crack.
that is well, half black, so that is half true.
Wait, she also half black? Ain't Ricochet half black? Or we were talking about Carmelo, but what's Ricochet?
We do not know. I think he's just black.
I've tried to
could be
Google
nigga.
this. Once it was last year when we first were around the time of starting the podcast, and I was getting back to learning the day to day. Like I was trying to just do PvPs or whatever it's called, PLEs. Or they was like, no, we gotta do weekly shows. So I was like, let me learn these characters. I got interested in Ricochet because you know Dashy always pro black. So I'm trying to figure out, all right, what is Ricochet? What is this guy?
He's like,
They was like, he
he's
American.
blackish.
Mother, I know he American. What is he? He American. So yeah, I never got a definitive ethnicity on him. I think he has mixed parents. I mean, not mixed parents. Parents of two different ethnicities.
Bro, hold on. I just dropped my juice on my phone. Hold on.
Because he don't look all the way. Like, he look like he could be all the way black, but he look like he could have something else in him, some miscellaneous.
Well, I mean, based on what we know about genetics and his melanin, he has to have something else in him because he wouldn't be that pigmentation, that amount of melanin, somewhere down the line.
Yeah.
Look at
Yeah,
how
so
black.
it could be majority
Black.
black genes.
Yeah.
Bro, I just spilled my whole juice on my phone.
West Philly AJ's gonna be out, folks. We have a technical
Still, apple
difficulty.
juice on your Apple phone is crazy.
Apple juice on the Apple phone. Can't leave him alone.
And mind you, it's good apple juice at that. The kind of
You used
juice
to have a
with a
crush
sip
on
on
Emma
it.
Stone.
No, I don't. I used to back in super bad, but no. Now she being piped down on movies now. I've seen that.
No, she not. Emma Stone.
Yes, she is.
She is an innocent
Emma
girl.
Stone?
What movie was you watching? You might
You
be thinking about
tripping.
Florence
What?
Pugh or
No,
Jennifer
Emma
Lawrence. You
Stone-
thinking about Jennifer
no.
Lawrence? That's the wrong person.
No. Emma Stone, bro. Emma Stone got these movies called Sun Kindness and another movie that she's getting bombed in with her titties out and everything. Yes, Emma Stone.
Lord.
I will tell you the name of the movie right now.
Hold on, I'm having technical difficulties.
It's called Kindness of Kind. That's the newest one. She getting piped on that joint. Crazy. I'm sorry to say it like that. I'm so happy that it's really good. You're not holding, are we?
Yeah, I feel like you've seen that movie a few times, bro.
No, I didn't see it a few times.
Or at least that
Emma,
scene.
yeah, I seen that scene because it kept popping up on Twitter. I'm like, Emma Stone, you like this now? You wasn't missing nothing. It was just Emma Stone.
What the hell? Is
You know,
It was Emma Stone. I saw her in Easy A, so I know it ain't that much there.
I saw EDA. That's fucked. That's messed up. That was a good movie.
One of my
I
favorites.
guess I'm down to one screen right now until I fix that. So this is what happens. I'm about to not share my screen. Every time I do, always something crazy happen.
Hold
You
on.
don't know what happened to my TV just now.
I gotta send the link out to somebody real quick. So allegedly, Joe Hendry going to be in the Royal Rumble too, coming up. That's the next time he's coming around.
Yeah, we talked about that last week where he was like, "Oh, they tried to come at me 3 months from now. This quote going to age differently. It's going to be different."
Is it going to be different, Joe? Is it going to be different? You don't know. Because you lost the championship match, you bum.
AJ, you seen this Delta girl?
Seen her, Delta. Yeah, I seen her.
Zaria, Zaria.
Yeah, no, yeah, I seen her. Like I seen like clips of her, but I never seen her wrestle though.
She look like JoJo Siwa. She look crazy.
Really? Yo, I'm starting to
Hmm.
like what's the Joan name? Stephanie Valker. I'm starting to like her, yo. I
I
like that
gotta
little
see her
attire she
wrestle.
got on.
I
It's
saw
the
like
attire,
the
bro.
it's her first joint, but she look alright. I ain't going dissing.
No, she a veteran. She actually like that. She should not be down. She should be on the main roster. But what it is, she can't talk. So she can talk English, but she should have a Spanish accent.
Okay, now I
And
see the streamers
you
here.
got to build up Roxanne Perez as a credible champion. You feel me? That's what they're doing because we all know Roxy will be on the main roster next year.
She better. She
All right,
been
we
in
about to
NXT
start
for
in
5
60
years.
seconds.
2023.
9:15 coming up.
You said 60 seconds.
A little bit less. Yeah.
Mhm.
I just had the
I
craziest
got a delay.
technical. No, I just had the craziest technical issue. For some reason, like my whole left monitor just cut off. It didn't even cut off. It just went black, and the green light was still on, like it was on. So I had to just unplug it. I was troubleshooting with it, trying to figure out what the heck was going on. So I just settled
It's
on
probably
unplugging it.
overheat.
I
It's probably overheating.
I couldn't see how now it picks now to overheat when I was playing the game earlier. It could have had plenty of time to overheat. This is just
No, I'm saying
streaming.
because I'm trying to think because you
Oh,
get
oh,
your
okay.
computer
Hold on.
room.
We gotta start. We gotta start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ahoy Maloy! Welcome back to the 5-Star Frog Pod. I'm D-Cypher, the voice of the blurs and the man with the words, and allow me to introduce tonight's performers. Up above, in the red corner, ready to open up a can of whoop ass, it's Dashy.
Say my name. Say my name. Yerp.
Clap, clap. And in the blue corner, down below, ready to lay the smackdown one jabroni at a time, it's West Philly AJ.
Yeah, and that's what it be. You know what I mean?
Folks, we got a crazy edition of the 5-Star Frog Pod, but before we start, don't forget to put that subscribe button in a chokehold and make that like button tap out because, ladies and gentlemen, Marks and Marquettes, it's time to talk some wrestling. So coming up, we got the SmackDown October 18th edition. I'll give you a quick recap. Let me tell you, the Bloodline destroys Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso once again. But before we could even get to any of that, Jey Uso had to come down and confront his little brother. What's up, little bro? Solo Sikoa. Solo was like, all right, come on, you can do your thing. He gave him permission to yeet. He yeeted all over the place a little bit, but Jey had to be let it known. He had to tell Jacob, look, stop looking at me like that. He said, if your mans keep staring at me like that, I'm going to have to whip his ass. Jacob said, hold up. You must have thought I wasn't the enforcer. Now I'm about to come over here and stump you. Solo said, chill. It's cool. But before we get to this ass whooping, we had to talk about some serious stuff. My man Kevin Owens is not feeling WWE right now. He said, yo, how y'all punishing me for doing exactly what Rikishi did to The Rock? No, for The Rock. Run over people. I'm out here just trying to run motherfuckers over. This is what I do. This is what the WWE is about. Attacking people in front of cars, behind cars, with cars, and now y'all punishing me? Come on, put some respect on my name. Former Universal Champion out here. Don't do that. And the person he was angry with had a segment up next. Cody Rhodes. So, Philadelphia, that's where they shot it at. Shout out to Philly, a great city. What do you want to talk about? How about the big goal?
I know I'm Philly.
It was in Philly. Yeah, this was at the Wells Fargo. Oh, wait. Was that Raw? That
Yeah,
was Raw. That was Raw.
that's wrong.
Sorry.
That's wrong, bro.
Yeah.
Dang.
I got a little too excited. My bad. When I get into my mode, I be just making up stuff. So he said, so, X City, what do you want to talk about? How about the big gold, the big
City.
shiny crown jewel championship? He said, I needs this, not because I'm the best competitor, but because I need my legacy, my family name to not say dust at the end. We out here Rhodesing. We ain't gold dust. We ain't stardust.
Oh.
Yeah, we out here Rhodesing. We on the road to the whoa, whatever that even means. All right, then we had another backstage segment where Jimmy saw his brother. Was like, "What is happening?" He was happy to see his brother. They was all happy. They were smiling at each other too. I don't know if that's part of the story or there's breaking character, but they smiling. They're like, "Yo, what's up?" And then Roman, had that straight face. He like, "Let me holler at you." So then they had to put their smiles away. The Usos, and Roman said, "I'm proud of you. We all proud of you." And Jay had to, he wanted to say thank you. You could see it in his eyes, but he had to say, man, no yeet. And he was sent on his way. But enough of the bloodline. Let's talk about some other matches. DIY defeated the Street Profits and Pretty Deadly to progress to the WWE Tag Team #1 Contenders Tournament. Now, it was some confusion about the ending, but, they just keep hoeing Street Profits. That's just, it is what it is. Lash Legend had a nice little She-Hulk moment where she slammed and lifted up Piper Niven. This is Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant all over again. Y'all are witnessing wrestling art. Then we had the Motor City Machine Guns, and the boy Alex Shelley did not point to his hand. I was very disappointed because I thought that's his thing. Maybe that's probably from 10 years ago. It was a point to his hand.
It is from 10 years ago.
Yeah. I started looking them up because I was trying to put them in my wrestling game that I was playing. So anyway, they came back. Yeah. They beat Los Gazos, who just been eating losses. Don't put them on your fantasy team, folks. And we had Nia Jax and Candice LeRae play Buddy Cop, and they actually won against Bayley and Naomi. We already know Naomi, came back to eat losses too. But now let's get back to the real story. So Roman, all throughout the episode, he was sitting there in his little dressing room figuring out, I need to figure out how to do something. I need some thoughts. I need some suggestions. Jimmy said, oh, maybe we can go get my brother. He's like, you know what? That's why you stupid. Because, see, the wise man wouldn't have said no stupid stuff like that. Now I'm about to go do some stupid stuff and acknowledge the would-be tribal chief. Jimmy said, what? Roman said, chill, I got this. He comes out. He said, all right, yo, what's up? Solo said, acknowledge me. Roman said, cool, I acknowledge you. All right, bet. He started reaching for the Ulafala. Solo slapped his hand. No, not that kind of acknowledge me. I know I'm a person. I meant to say acknowledge me as your tribal chief, ninja.
Yo, that kind of... Solo was cooking. He was cooking, though. Solo was cooking it.
So Roman does what he does. This little face twitch, teeth suck. Gotta acknowledge you. Solo's like, yeah, acknowledge me, or else. And then Roman said, he started foaming at the mouth, or else what? What then? And Solo laughed. He said, ha ha ha! Yeah, you fell for my trap card. You still the same old you, huh? And I'm still the same old me. Snapped his fingers, and all the goons came out and started stumping him. Actually, excuse me. All the goons came out and showed him Jimmy was all beat up. And then they came out and whipped Roman Reigns' butt. I want to cuss so bad, but I'm just trying not to. So, yeah, they beat him up, and they said, listen, we run this. They put their fingers up, and that's how we ended things on SmackDown. I got a little long-winded, but give me your thoughts if you have any.
Did you get? I probably zoned out, honestly.
I know it was way too long. It was way too long-winded. I was having fun, too much fun.
I know what. Did you talk about Jay confronting Solo though?
Yeah, that was in the beginning.
All right. Okay, cool. Overall, that was a good show though. Show was good. I like how they showing NXT stars, Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson on air. It's like what she did against Piper Niven. I wasn't expecting that. That's a big girl, man.
I think they have an unofficial call up.
I like it though.
There was a report last week that said they want to try to feature them a little bit more because they were impressed with Lash and Jakara, so they might be unofficially on the main roster right now.
If there was a behind-the-scenes documentary, somebody told them, look, they about to give you 15 minutes. Make this your 15 minutes. And then they was trying to when they first came out last week, but Kevin Owens was like, excuse me, I need this 15 minutes. Thank you. Sorry, I'm just still a little salty about that KO.
Hey, breaking news. Oba Femi is coming at Dashy Girl right now, Nikita Lyons. Oba is coming at Nikita Lyons, Dashy.
Good for him.
Well, moving things along, Dashy, can you talk to me about Raw? What happened on the October 21st episode of Raw?
Cypher, some things happened, and let me go ahead and recap them for you right quick so we can get talking about it. It started off in Philadelphia. Bronson Reed was showing up late for work. When you show up the time you're supposed to clock in, you're late. Mm-hmm. He showed up late. Seth Rollins was angry with him for showing up late and not taking his job seriously, so he started beating him up. Before he even made it to his locker, dude's still walking with a suitcase. He actually started beating him with a suitcase, which is crazy. Then Seth just said, screw whatever the first segment is going to be. I'm going to walk down to the ring and call Bronson Reed out. Adam Pearce, he can't control his show, his roster. They started fighting in the arena. They was pretty much fighting throughout the whole night. Different parts, different times of the night, different segments. They'd be backstage fighting. And they also have a match coming up at Crown Jewel. Also, what happened after that, New Day took on AOP to see who's going to go to the next round of the World Tag Team Championship tournament. Surprisingly, New Day won. That's also surprisingly, R-Truth helped them. So I guess he's stepped in for Odyssey Jones in this moment. I think this is where Odyssey could have came in handy, but no, that happened.
Yeah, who that?
Then
They did the Marvel spell. Who that? I don't even know who that is.
yeah, Odyssey who?
Yeah, there you go.
Then that's when R-Truth started getting jumped by the Miz and Final Testament. It looked a little racy, but there's a lot of race things going on last night. But that's when, excuse me, and this is where I would have loved to have been in this arena because the Wyatt Six came out, and once they came out and they started beating everyone, started fighting. It was holy-ish chants, and I wish I was there for that.
I'm gonna cut in for just a second. There were too many holy-ish chants. This episode was too good, and they kept getting blocked out. I can't wait till we go to Netflix. Continue. I'm sorry.
What's funny about that is I was watching through a certain site, and it was streaming through TNT Sports, which is the channels outside of the United States, so it didn't get blocked out.
Oh, sorry. Now I'm hating. Continue. Sorry, I don't want to keep interrupting.
Yeah, but YS6 came out, started beating them up. They abducted the rest of AOP. Actually, they abducted the whole Final Testament. Killed Paul Ellering. The Miz somehow escaped. So we're gonna see how that goes. Oh, also after the match, when R-Truth was getting beat up, Kofi Kingston wanted to run down to the ring, but Xavier Woods was holding him back while Karrion Kross was smiling devilishly at them at the interaction they were having, because he just came out of a storyline with them and he understands that Xavier Woods is turning. So who knows? YS6 might actually be going after what's his name too. Xavier Woods. It might get rated R.
All part of the plan.
All part of the plan. And speaking of what's part of the plan, what's not a part of the plan, Liv and Raquel took on Io and Kairi Sane. Raquel is just there to be a punching bag, which is crazy. She's supposed to be bodyguard. Shorty is getting beat up more than Liv Morgan, which is crazy. But they took on Io Sky. I don't think anyone won the match. I don't remember how it ended because, speaking of Jakara and Lash, they were ringside watching the match. They have a storyline going on with Io and Kairi Sane. And I think Liv and they have a storyline going on with all the top women on both shows, actually, which is funny. They came in, started fighting Io.
Sorry, that's all I was gonna say.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta go after the top guns first. Excuse me. And then after they took out Io and Kairi Sane, that's when Liv and Raquel stepped up, but they don't really have a lot of issues. Rhea Ripley music hit. Liv like she saw a ghost. Raquel said, "Stand back, I got this." She didn't get anything except an ass whooping. And that's Liv tried to run away, didn't work. Raquel got beat up, Liv got beat up. Even Dominic came out to save Liv, and he still got beat up. So Rhea beat up all three of them, which super. We love to talk about Sammy Hogan. You ain't gonna talk about Rhea Hogan?
I got a quick question. Going back to the last legend.
Rhea ain't Rhea Hogan. Rhea just doing She-Hulk Rhea. She's gotta do what she gotta do.
Just might be Rhea Hogan.
Just going back to that last thing, even though the WWE website I got it from says it ended in no contest, isn't it still a disqualification? Because for the fantasy points, I got to give somebody the win, don't I? Or is it just it ends literally?
You don't have to, but
did the
it
ref
depends on whoever got hit first.
Did the ref see it though when they got hit? What match? This is a different match I'm thinking about then.
I don't know if he.
No, they finished that match. The ref didn't see it.
It is possible for it to end in a no contest, being the same way it would end in a DQ. Because, again, they attacked both. No, I don't think they attacked both. I think they just attacked Kairi Sane and Io Sky. But either way, at that point, match is over. You don't have to give someone the victory in that case if it says no contest.
Okay, because sometimes Bleacher Report will say something different. This was straight from WWE, and they always do no contest instead of doing the hard work to figure out who got hit first based on your guys' rule. WWE, I'm talking about. They're just lazy.
All right. Yeah, they just got to put the report up there. You know what I'm saying? It don't really matter. But Rhea beat up Liv and, Raquel and Dom. And speaking of those three, they were backstage talking, and they were like, yo, we got to figure something out. Finn says, I'm going after Damian Priest, but then they said, dude, you should be going after the heavyweight championship. What are you doing? You lost, pretty much. It's over. Just give it up, my boy. You should have won the match. You don't need to keep chasing this guy because he done already talked to Gunther and said, I'm going to be El Campeon again. So he's moved on. Now you look like the bitter, jealous ex-girlfriend that don't want the man to do better with his life. So do better. But they talked. Carlito, he was questioned what is his role in the Judgment Day besides eating pins. And he says he's the fixer and the cool factor. And because he's the fixer, he's going to go fix the problem. Oh, and they also said Dom said he should be the one challenging for Gunther's World Heavyweight Championship, and they all laughed.
That's facts.
Carlito said, I'm going to look out for my boy. It is facts. It is big facts. Dom for champion. He was, I'm going to look out for my boy. I'm going to go talk to Adam Pearce. So he goes to Adam Pearce's office. He's having a conversation with him. And that's when this controversy happens. People online are upset about. I think everyone's just being sensitive, but who the fuck am I? Kyrie Sane and Io Sky went in there to talk to Adam Pearce. I don't know what they were saying because I was half paying attention. And that's when they walked off. Carlito was walking off. Before he walked off, he said, mind you, Io and Kyrie Sane are Japanese. Carlito said, I need to learn Chinese, and then walked away. Now, I thought that was funny for two reasons.
That was funny.
I thought that was funny. I thought it was funny because that's Carlito's character. He's just like, he's not the brightest bulb in the box. You know what I'm saying? He's the comic relief, and that right there was supposed to be the punchline. He doesn't know that they're Japanese. It's not a racist thing. It's just a joke. Get over it. It's okay. I also thought it was funny, too, because you want to complain about racism. It low-key was a callback to when Io Sky was in NXT, and she made her entrance, and some asshole in the crowd yelled at her to go back to China. Then she turned around and said, I'm Japanese, bitch, and did a split in front of his face. Hey, so that was a badass moment.
That swag out, okay.
So I thought that was a funny callback to that moment. But it wasn't racist. I don't think it was. I think everyone just needs to get off their sensitive shit. It was all right. Speaking of Dom, his daddy, Rey Mysterio, and his new adopted son, Dragon Lee, took on American Made. Yep, it was the Mexicans versus the Americans. They trying to push something. You got to keep your third eye open. Surprisingly, Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee won. This was in the tournament for the World Tag Team Championships. They won, and yeah, American Made lost. I think that was pretty much it for that segment. It was a surprising win, but good for them. And lastly, Braun Breaker took on Jey Uso for the Intercontinental Championship. I hate what WWE does. They spoil their matches before they happen. Earlier in the match, they played the recap segment of what happened Friday, which Cypher recapped, with Jey Uso confronting Solo and the rest of the Bloodline. They played that. Then immediately after they played that recap, interviewed Jey Uso and said, hey, what do you think about your family drama? And he said, I'm just trying to defend my championship. And they did that. They do that a lot. But the most recent thing they did that with that bothered me as well was when Bronson Reed was about to take on Braun Strowman in that last Monster Standing match. And Seth Rollins made an appearance at a Bears game, or somebody's game. I think it was a Bears game. Mm-hmm. And WWE showed it. And yeah, WWE showed it. It was Bears, but it's not important. WWE showed it, and they asked Bronson Reed, who, like, was he afraid of Seth showing up and, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, why would you ask him that question when you know he's going to show up, number one? Number two, you're spoiling it. Don't ask me about Seth when you didn't mention him on TV for the last month he was out. Because now you mention him is going to bring him up. That's a wrestling trope that I hate. I know we talked about that in a previous Top Rope topic. That's another wrestling trope I hate. When WWE mentions someone making a return, or who hasn't returned yet, they mention them and then they return. It's like you kind of spoiled it. Let the element of surprise be on your side. If you know dude is in the building, going to come out, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, yeah, they spoiled the match. I knew Jey Uso was going to lose when they asked him that question. Solo came out ringside.
I was half watching, to be honest.
I was more so listening than watching, but that's what happens when I'm watching on my phone. Solo came out for some reason, had physical copies of his tickets, and he showed up in the last 5 minutes of the show, which is kind of a waste of money.
At that part right there, though, that was actually kind of lit, though, because I'm like, you got tickets, but you actually travel with the, like, I was kind of confused, but he never even sat down. So, like,
he didn't even
show up at the show.
Yeah,
You
he
should have.
showed up 5 minutes. You got tickets, and you showed up 5 minutes
Yeah,
before the show was over. I think he snuck down to that area. I think he had the nosebleed seats. He was telling me. Yeah, he bought those
he
tickets
went.
outside the
Well,
gate.
so he went to will call. He went to will call like back in the day. Had to go to the booth. Yo, I need these 2 tickets right now. So
Yeah,
my thing
that's
is,
exactly what he
did you
did.
see? But did you see Tom Malola and them? They had tickets too when they first came out. He bought 4 tickets.
I didn't even see them. I only saw Jacob in Solo. But
Yeah, we went. Yeah,
Solo came down to ringside. He was telling Jay, "I'm trying to help you win," which he kind of was. To his credit, he was trying to help Jay win until Jay jumped on Jacob Fatu, who was staring down Braun Breaker, and that was a epic stare down. It was something that it's a match that everyone would. That match would feed families. I'll say that. That match would be one of the greatest matches at a SummerSlam. Maybe not a WrestleMania, but they could do that at a SummerSlam. So yeah, Jay jumps on Braun and Jacob. Almost gets the win the same way he won the title, but Braun kicked out. Goes for a super spear around the ring. Jacob Fatu jumps up from behind the announce table, which is where he fell. Super kicks Jay. Picks up Solo because he loves him, and that's his tribal chief. And then he goes ahead and they go to the stage. Braun Breaker puts him in the ring. Super spear, boom. Braun Breaker is the champion again after 28 days. And people are upset. I don't really see the issue. I think this is supposed to happen. I'm going to say this real quick. This is supposed to happen because Jay, they needed to give Jay that victory that people kept saying he needed to have, and to make it feel like, he actually accomplished something outside of his family. So
People
that way,
like who?
when they bring him
Rikishi?
back in, what you say?
I said people like who? Rikishi? His dad was calling.
No, the fans. Main event Jay.
Rikishi.
Even though
No, I'm just trying to make a joke. Bad delivery.
Yeah, he was making a joke. Rikishi, I got you. Rikishi, the fans, and yeah, pretty much there's detractors. We're saying that Jay needed something. He got something. Now they're saying, oh, it's only 28 days. Well, what do you guys want? Because he's going back to Bloodline stuff, and Braun Breaker really wasn't supposed to have a short title reign. And 2-time champion looks better than just a 1-time champion for 375 days.
That means
you know what I'm saying?
2 times. That means people will like you. The Miz had it 8 times. Think about that.
That's what
that was Miz.
Exactly, and that was also my point when it came to Jade Cargill. I was like, a 2-time champion would look better than a 1-time champion for a year, because at least you could divide that too. And we could say, all right, she had a couple title reigns. You know what I'm saying? But Jay lost. I'm not upset. It needed to happen.
I'm happy.
I wouldn't say I'm happy, but
I liked it. It was unexpected. I didn't see all that stuff that you were talking about because I was watching wrestling. So I'm not talking about the finale. I'm talking about the interviews and stuff where it was like low key spoiling. So I didn't have any expectations coming into the fight. I was just like, whatever. And then they got me again. Because the first time they fought and Jey Uso won, I was just like, I don't have any expectations of the fight. And they got me the first time. So I'm like, damn, y'all keep getting me with these two. Y'all, this is good. And we're getting, important titles. Because Gunther raised the status of that title. We're not even going to sit here and act like we didn't. And we're getting some important fights on weekly TV. And titles are changing hands. And I like that. So I was happy with it. Now Jay can be fully free to do War Games in November. I want to say War Games this November.
The only problem I have with that is that I'm not mad. My bad. I'm not mad that he lost. I also think he could have kept the championship and still been involved with the Bloodline stuff. But also, that's double dipping, and because Bloodline has SmackDown issues, and he's a Raw champion, so I can see why they would have dropped the belt. But I also feel like he could have gotten both off. I'm not mad at him losing, but people saying Jay deserves better, he deserves more. I think he got exactly what he deserved. Not to say that's a bad thing, but
you sound like somebody on the Joker. You get what you deserve.
I mean, he got the championship. That's He don't need to have. Not everyone needs to have a long, lengthy title run. At this point, I'm waiting for Cody Rhodes to lose the championship. I'm waiting for Gunther. Not Gunther. Who else is champion for a minute? Who's the champion? The women's champion.
Nia Jax.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Liv Morgan.
Oh, Liv.
It's only
I'm tired of her having the championship.
It's only one person who should have a long title reign in the WWE right now, and that's Braun Breaker. He's a badass.
Not even him.
No, but maybe out on this one though. He's a badass. He's got the Goldberg aura that they trying to recreate for real, for real. Only person who's capable of beating him was Jay, who's bigger than him. But other than that, who else is credible to beat him? Chad Gable?
Yeah, for sure.
And what's yeah, we know Chad Gable can get it. See, I'm not saying Chad. I'm not saying Chad can't get it because Chad do deserve it.
For sure.
But
Yeah.
There's a few people right now on the roster
Yeah.
who could hold the championship.
But we talking about aura wise. No, aura wise, you made him lose his tag team belt when he was the biggest star in NXT, and then you know what? They pushed him to the moon already. Got the mid card belt from him instantly. Lose it to somebody who's main event Jey Uso. So I look at it like he gonna add his title to at least like Royal Rumble, bro. To the Royal Rumble, maybe. That might be pushing
That's
it.
not
He
too
gonna have
far
it for a
away.
minute.
That's not too far away,
But-
and I wouldn't be upset at that.
Or
It's only
EC,
in
or
3 months.
EC though. I don't know how far
I'm just
EC
sick and
is.
tired of it. Feel like the standard has to be a long. Like some people, the feeling right now in WWE is if you don't help hold the title for at least 4 months, you know you were a bad champion.
That's facts
That's
too,
not
though.
the case.
That's facts too, though.
That's not it. Cody Rhodes, I think he should lose it sooner rather than later because he's just gonna lose his luster if he keeps winning all of his matches
He already lost
and
his
all of his
luster.
storylines.
His luster's already been lost.
I think he still got some left.
After KO,
I'm
here I'm gonna tell you where the
completely
turning point was. With AJ Styles, all right, cool, I get it. With whoever was before AJ Styles, I don't even know. Carmelo Anthony? No,
It was on
Carmelo
AJ,
Hayes.
no,
AJ
AJ Styles was first.
Yeah,
Hayes was the first match.
AJ Styles was twice,
Right.
and then it was Logan Paul. With Logan Paul, we already knew he wasn't gonna get it, but you know, if you wanted to throw a curveball, but whatever.
That was random.
But with Kevin Owens,
starting show?
the storytelling in that match was that okay, you got a busted knee. Cody was trying to hide the fact that he got a busted knee. That was the perfect time to take the title from him, and then he get it back. And Kevin Owens wouldn't have mind, and I'm sure the fans wouldn't have mind if Kevin Owens only hold the title for a week, and then it was like, let me get my rematch clause and get my belt back.
I actually think the opposite. I think the first match with Kevin Owens, he should have won. Cody Rhodes, he should have won. I think that was the right decision. I think after that, the second match they have, I think that's when you put it on Kevin. 'Cause if you don't put it on Kevin, you got to put it on Randy. But either way,
But that's
Cody
what-
and Cody.
It'd be crazy
so
to
this
go
might
on
end up being-
Randy. It'd be crazy to go on
But
Randy. That'd be great.
This is my thing though. They building up for Survival Series, so we already know this. They building the feud up for Randy, KO, and Cody Rhodes for Survival Series, so they can keep Cody Rhodes out of the situation with the Bloodline at the War Games. Phenomenal.
As they should.
My thing
And
is,
his business.
Yeah.
my thing is this: Cody Rhodes should not have this belt because Randy Orton began so much pop than all of them. Then when he come out, it should be Orton winning this belt, and then the feud from here on out is the Legend Killer versus his protege. And that's it. That's Cody Rhodes'
He
story.
deserves it.
And mind you, Cody deserved that match. He do deserve it. Cool, that keep you on the top. The limelight, you making Orton talk. Now you talking. Y'all doing all this. Cool. Y'all go way back. Factions and all. So this is your fluff. This is your icing on top of the cake. You already made the cake. Now you just the icing now. You feel me? You just gotta chill out. This is the last reign you won't really have for real. Love it. You feel me?
Speaking of champions, AJ, I'd like you to do the news, but before you do the news, I was going to do this after your first news story. You gave me a great segue. Let's just talk about the current champions for people who may not watch the podcast. They can at least be up to date on who's current champions on which brands.
Cypher, real quick.
Yes.
Real quick. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Real quick. I meant to say this too before Raw started. Samantha Irvin quit. I meant
That's
to
the
say
news
that
story.
before Raw
That's the
started.
news
Samantha
story.
Irvin
That's news
quit.
story, bro. That's
That's the
news story.
You taking
Like,
away
hours before
AJ? You taking away AJ's his juice? Taking away his juice.
Go ahead.
All right, but before AJ does report on that, I'm sorry, AJ. Let me just show people who's the current champions, because you know if you're watching this podcast or listening, you might not know. So yes, we did talk about Cody Rhodes is currently the top billed champion, with Gunther coming in the second with the World Heavyweight Championship. 2 women's champions are going to be Liv Morgan on Raw, Nia Jax on SmackDown, and then we have our, I guess they call them secondary belts. Intercontinental Champion is Braun Breaker. He just won it. LA Knight's been United States Champion. These are the Speed Champions. Useless. The tag
Don't
team.
do that.
I mean, Andrade.
Candice LeRae nice.
They both nice, but if they could wear their belts on TV, it'd be cool. It'd be like, all right. But then Carmelo Hayes would be feeling jealous. So it just, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like that
Carmelo
they can't wear it
Hayes
on
is
TV. Carmelo Hayes is him.
Carmelo him.
And then for
Don't
our
do
tag team division, I'll try to do it straight for tag team division. We got the Bloodline, Judgment Day, and then the Bloodline, and then Black Girl Magic, and then NXT. You guys could do this part. AJ, jump in.
Okay, cool, bet. So as Dashy stated, Samantha Irvin did quit
Oh, I
for
was
a
talking about
certain
the rest
reason.
of the thing, but yeah, go ahead. Yep.
Oh, for the news? Oh,
No,
my
I was
fault.
talking about the champions, but
News.
go ahead, do your thing. Do your thing.
Oh,
I gotta get the picture pulled up. Samantha Irvin, go ahead, talk about Samantha.
So
AJ,
Samantha Irvin. Damn. Oh, what was it? Oh, so Samantha Irvin. She stated on Instagram she quit. She loved the family, the girls' locker room, the men's, all of them. She loved it. She announced that she quit and departed from WWE. It's a sad time, very sad time. Then Lillian Garcia comes out in Philly. They
Yeah,
was
very
hype.
sad.
They was
gonna
hype.
say-
I'm like, boo. But go ahead.
When I was going to say Lillian Garcia, I don't know how she was just on standby because Samantha quit literally at 6:00 in the afternoon.
Oh no. So they knew that. So this.
I was about to say, yeah, I
Remember,
was just about to say that either they knew and she just put the statement out today or yesterday, or Lillian was just going to pop by and say, "Oh, it's here, how you doing?"
all right.
And sure,
That
she
makes
didn't
sense
show up
now.
for work.
So remember that episode Lillian Garcia came out and Samantha Irvin announced to her and Lillian did that announcement for I think when Woodton came out, whatever. That was the turning point where Lillian was already about to do it, where Samantha was already on stand about to leave anyway, so her time was up. Ricochet left because they probably didn't actually like how they did Samantha like that. You feel me?
I don't know because I saw reports.
But that makes sense
most
though.
of the reports had said that maybe all the people in WWE were caught by surprise by Samantha quitting. She may have felt like she wanted to go a year prior, but everyone felt like she did not see this coming. So I don't know if they knew or was trying to fill Lillian Garcia back in. I genuinely think that this was her saying, "All right, fuck you guys, I'm just gonna do my own thing."
But think about it.
Everyone's surprised.
Lillian got on TV that one episode. Then she started posting more about WWE and everything on the gram and stuff. This is basically from the wrestling fanboys, the heavy hardcore fanboys. Found that out on TikTok. They already was hitting at it. They was hitting at it. But on the other news story, Vince Russo also said if WWE offered him a Hall of Fame ring, he would never take it. I think he's lying. I feel like Vince Russo's lying. And
Who?
Brian Danielson,
Vince Russo?
Yeah. He said he
Why
would
would he
decline.
get a ring? Fuck that nigga.
Yeah.
Who the hell would give Vince Russo a WWE hope? Man,
Hey, bro,
I would decline it for him.
Hey yo, Brian Danielson or Daniel Bryanson, whatever you want to call him. He got extremely neck damages all the way down to his spinal. I don't know how this man's still wrestling. This man he's Iron Man. That's it. He's Hulk. And that's all the news stories for the day, folks.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan might not wrestle. I mean, he's not going to wrestle full time again, but he should just sit down. He got to just
Bro,
sit
he was
down.
supposed to sit down in WWE, bro, when they said he got too many concussions.
But he ain't want to.
retired.
That's why his ass went to AEW. They knew
That's why he got
was
neck
trying to look
damage.
out for his health, and he said, "I want to wrestle." These wrestlers got a lot of stubbornness and egos attached to them that they'll kill themselves before they sit down and look out for their health. Like
They didn't
If
want
Edge
him
hadn't
to
fallen
play.
off in that bike, he wouldn't be
AEW is for the
wrestling.
psychos.
Yeah, like they didn't want from Triple H.
Also-
This man got a heart murmur.
Also, speaking of AEW, do you guys think Samantha is going to go to AEW? I don't think she will.
No, she's trying to do music.
Ricochet
I mean,
already
she,
I know,
might
but they
do,
still-
she might do
Yeah,
AEW
yeah,
if
Ricochet-
they give her
Ricochet-
1 day a week and not all like stopping her from doing
That's what I'm
tour dates
saying.
and
Ricochet says she's not. I don't think
But
her
he also
intentions
trolling,
are to
though.
go to are to go to AEW. But Tony Khan has a bag. He likes throwing it at people. Her husband or fiance is there, and they have a lighter schedule. They have less restrictive rules. You can do whatever you want outside the company. So, do y'all think she's gonna go there eventually at some point?
No, it's
So-
definitely possible. If you're giving me one
hear me
day a
out, though.
week and I'm able to still pursue my dreams and stuff, yeah, she'd be crazy not to.
But she not Ricochet put on Twitter.
I saw it. Yeah, I saw
Fans
that.
keep talking.
Yeah. I said
he's
he
trolling.
said.
Like he's trolling though. He's trolling the whole time though with fans. I'm like, I don't like Ricochet. This is why I think he ain't like him. You're trolling his ass. Your promoter's ass. Everything about you just ass besides the wrestling ability. You feel me?
Damn.
Watch your mouth speaking
The
about that
man,
Black Ball King.
Bro,
Actually,
we got,
we not sure his
but yeah,
ethnicity. We talked about this
He is
off the
black.
pod.
hey, yeah,
He's
he's
at
black,
least
bro.
black.
Ricky
He's at
James
least black. You know what?
He's
I'll
black.
take that. He's at least black.
He got a Sunni. He got a beard, a good beard.
Oh
in
yeah,
that.
yeah. The beard is crinkly. It's not like straight. Well, everybody beard get crinkly. That don't matter. I can't. Man, we can't identify this man. We can't place you. I would love to have him on this podcast and be like, "Yo, bro, what are you? What are you? Tell the truth."
Hear me out.
I know
chat.
you got a white
Cypher wanna
grandma.
know-
Stop playing. I know you
Chat,
got a white
hear me out,
grandma. He 1/4.
This is the question of the year for the last year and a half. Cypher want to know what ethnicity is Ricochet. If somebody could find that out for Cypher, it's amazing. It's a blessing for him.
It's gonna be like Vin Diesel. I remember when I was younger and I found out that Vin Diesel was half Italian, half black. I was like, oh, I knew it's something was up about
Yeah,
this. I couldn't
yeah,
place you. Yeah, he's part Italian, and I was like, I couldn't place you. I love it when you have like these mixed babies, and then you got like The Rock, who's part Samoan and part black. Who else? I can't think of anybody now. I got put on the spot, but it's awesome when you can't
Yeah.
place them.
But yeah, speaking of Samantha Irvin and what happened with WWE, how do y'all feel about WWE not letting their talent or signees do outside projects?
I mean,
I
go ahead, Dashi.
I think it's counterintuitive to what WWE would like to do, because back in the Vince McMahon days, he prohibited them from even streaming, like, you know, being on Twitch and all that stuff, playing video games. Like, he didn't even want them doing that. And I thought that was the dumbest thing, because, you know, you want your stars to become stars, and if they can cross over into mainstream, that'll bring more eyes to your product. He didn't want Sasha Banks to do that episode of The Mandalorian. It's like, just let your talent, if they're not booked, if they're injured, or if they just have the free time and it's something that they like and are passionate about, and it can bring more eyes to them, which in turn will bring more eyes to your product, and not put them in an ambulance like what's driving past or a fire truck. You know
I'm
what I'm saying?
actually going to pull a AJ and disagree with you. So I can't fully do it, AJ, because I do see where you're coming from. But at the same time, coming from that business mindset, if you get too famous, you're going to leave me and you one of my hoes.
Oh.
You got to stay in my stable. You trying to get famous out here twitching and stuff, and I can't get paid off of Twitch.
Oh, if you want to
you
control
gotta
them,
stay
sure.
in my
Cypher,
you
but I
got to
don't
stay.
feel that though. Hear me out though. So I get it. Yeah, when you sign a WWE, you are an independent contractor, but they own all likeness of your name and everything like that. You're not going to tell me if I go on my Twitch stream as whatever the case may be, my real name. I don't want you to own my likeness of my real name, like how John Cena did that and Brock Lesnar.
But
No.
if they could own it, they would love to own it. Maybe not Paul and TKO, but Vince would have loved to own that. If he could figure out a way in his contract, I'm assuming, to own all your Twitch streams and any other revenue you make. Oh, think about rap, a 360 deal. If Vince figured out how to do a 360 deal, he would absolutely be like, I don't care if we make a movie.
But they already,
Oh, he did?
But WWE's already stuck in the 360 deal. They already talked about it. A lot of people is stuck in that.
I know you said
I'm
John
not sure
Cena
it
is, but who else? Go
Because you
ahead,
can't-
elaborate.
Back in the day, in Vince's WWE, you couldn't keep your name. If you made your name in outside WWE, you had to change it when you came in, so that way he can copyright it. And when you leave, you can't take that name with you. So that is a 360 in a way.
That's a 360 in
That's
a way,
what
but
I'm
I'm talking about like
Only person?
360.
That's just a
If
part
I
of it,
try
though.
to write a
No,
book,
no.
I can't
That's
write
a part
a
of
book.
it.
Yeah.
Because everything
Yeah.
has to go under Vince. Even the movies he made. He made mad movies.
Like,
You ain't see nobody
you
do a
know-
movie outside of WWE studio that wasn't an active wrestler.
Yep.
Who you know did a movie outside WWE
Cody
studio?
Rhodes left. But when Cody Rhodes left, right? Cody Rhodes could keep his name at that same time.
I'm sure he had to go through a lot of litigious crap to get his
No, he
name
went through
back.
it. No, he had to, but it's out of respect because who his dad was.
Yeah.
His dad was him.
But the way
But
you're
so-
telling the story right now is like he just was like he had to keep his name. He's like, no, I'm sure he had to really have a talk with Vince.
No, but think
It was
about
a
it.
battle.
Goldust. Think about it. Goldust can't even keep his name. We don't know Dustin Rhodes. We know Goldust. So if he'd have went out with Goldust, everybody would have been like, "Yo, Goldust is like that in AEW." We look at him as Dustin Rhodes. Who is he? You feel me? So
Yeah.
they already copyrighted Goldust. So he come back to WWE. It's not going to be Dustin Rhodes because Tony Khan copyrighted in that where now he's Goldust now. So you stuck in the 360 deal, depending on what your name is and your likeness among the fans.
Well, Dashi, you had another top rope topic. I believe it was about Raw. What was your top rope topic?
I did. What was my top row topic?
You were asking us
I'm
how
about to
did
Was it?
go.
we enjoy Raw now that it's been 2 hours for about 2-3 weeks now. How are we enjoying it?
Yeah, this you are exactly right. How were you guys enjoying this 2 hour edition of Raw for the
I
past
like it.
couple weeks?
Love it. Breakneck
You know,
speed.
you know,
I can get to bed on time, even though I don't actually go to
I don't
bed,
like
but
it.
I like it.
I don't like it because the fact is they figuring out the SmackDown format of a 2 hour show, and when it comes to Netflix, bro, you got to give my 3 hours of commercial free wrestling. I'm not even gonna hold you. Well, when it
Speaking
comes
of
to
Netflix,
well, it was
funny
two
thing
hours, well,
about
two
that
hours and
is
45 minutes. 2 hours and
Funny
forty
thing
five
about
minutes,
that
not even
Netflix
3 hours.
thing is they're still negotiating if it's going to be 2 or 3 hours. So we don't even know if it's going back
I
to
don't.
three
It
hours.
only have to be 3 hours. It could be 2 hours and 45 minutes in that threshold around that time frame. Because I'm not going to sit here and watch a real live 3 hour event with no
I
commercials, no
will.
I
promos,
I
nothing.
mean,
don't
if
listen.
you go
I'm
to
a
the
glutton
place,
for
you
content.
literally are. We had to sit there for 4 hours because they
No,
had to
so ready?
tape main event.
No, so ready, cool. So when I was at NXT Stand and Deliver,
That's 4 hours, right?
when yeah, it was 4 hours or whatever, right? It wasn't really standing around and stuff because the promos was out there, the celebrities was out, everything was just going so fast on the screen, everything like that. So you wasn't really just there for 4 hours. It was like an entertainment show. But I'm saying, but Netflix, if you watching as a viewer at home, it's like, bro, this show is so long with no ads, no commercials. So they got to put their little ads and stuff in there. They're trying to figure that out. It's about the commercial. Like, so now we got to figure out how we gonna put a Dorito commercial or a Slim Jim commercial in here, and this all sponsors. So
And
they
you
got to
also have
figure.
to remember it's a live show. It's not. Just imagine like a Broadway show being broadcast for national, international television. You know, things. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of things that has to happen, and timing has to be perfect. So, you, the pacing has to is honestly
It's
when
key.
people talk about pacing, I didn't really notice it until maybe last night's episode of Raw. They do go from segment to segment to segment to match to segment, which I like. I'm not mad at. There needs to be more segments, if you ask me, in wrestling in general, not just the in ring thing. I think there should be more comedy, more horror, more action, more just adventurous segments. Um, it's still an adjustment. They still don't have it completely down, and I think they would benefit from a 3 hour show because the talent is too many people on the roster to try to fit everyone in 2 hours. And on top of that, um, again, I'm a glutton for content, so you ain't gonna ever catch me complaining about a 3 hour wrestling show. I watch 3 hours, 4 hours of football. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then all day. So you can't. You know what I mean? You can't.
So,
I can't get enough.
question,
If I like
Dashy,
it, I can't get enough.
would you say Raw is a better 2 hour show than SmackDown being a 2 hour show,
Not
or
even
no?
close. Not even. It's not even better than NXT.
Now, is it because the talent pool is like star power is too much over there at Raw, even though SmackDown got crazy star power,
No,
but it's like.
is I mean that's a part of it, but that's not the main reason. The main reason is one, they're not used to running a 2 hour show, so they're trying to get it together. And three, it just don't do it for me. Like I'd be wishing SmackDown got a third hour. To be honest with you,
Oh boy.
NXT is the only 2 hour show that feels complete. Like once NXT is over, it's kind of like okay, yeah, that was good. SmackDown's like damn that especially the last segments with the bloodline and all that could have went a little longer. Raw is like, okay, you could have fit maybe a couple more matches, or this person could have came up, or I haven't seen this person on TV in a few weeks. Yeah, it's only 2 hours, and their storyline really is a priority. And you know what I'm saying? Like, where's Lyra Valkyria? She ain't on TV. She's one of the ones that got cut.
No, she ended. Lila injured.
No, she on NXT. She doing stuff on
No, Lila,
NXT.
Lila Marquez got injured in the live show.
Oh, well, it sucks for her. But
Hey, yo,
either
don't.
way, even if she didn't get injured, she probably still wouldn't even be popping up on TV like that because it's not
Oh
that
yeah,
much
because
time to go
I
around.
look at, but
She's
that's what
not
they
that
do
important.
though. But that's what they did. They were trying to do what they did with Carmelo Hayes on Raw. Yeah, Becky Lynch got her over allegedly, like how Cody Rhodes, Melo fought Cody Rhodes. Remember, Melo wasn't doing nothing for a long time, just talking shit on the mic until Andrade complained about, yo, well, I'm not doing nothing. This is the
No, he
moment.
said,
Melo ain't
"Wow."
have.
He said, "Why is it always Latino versus Latino?" That's what Feather
Oh,
shit.
but no, that is true though. But he also wasn't doing nothing with him either. You feel me? Like, bro, I'm not wrestling nobody, bro.
No, he
So
was
now you
literally
gotta.
about to wrestle Santos for like the 30th time, and he was like, "I don't want to keep wrestling Latinos." That's when they pivoted. We talked about it on the pod.
Which one?
that was.
Which one?
I'm like,
Yeah, it's a
I
lot.
remember what
It's a lot
specific
of them, bro.
episode.
Hold on.
You're gonna
I'm
need an
telling you what happened.
encyclopedia
He,
on that to know which
Hey, yo,
episode.
Cypher supposed to know
yeah,
this
be
one.
my
Cypher
homie
supposed
said,
to know
buddy.
that one.
Hell
Cypher
no.
should know
I
that
can
one.
tell you what happened on SmackDown. Andrade just finished the match. Santos came out, started
Oh
clapping,
yeah,
trying
hold
to
on.
get him to join Legado del Fantasma. He
I
said
do
he
remember that.
walked
I
away.
remember that now.
On
I remember
Twitter,
that
one
now.
of the fans said, "Why is it always Latino versus Latino?" Andrade said, "That's what I'm trying to figure out." Then they stopped putting him on TV for
I
like a week
definitely
or
remember
two
that.
to try to figure out what to do with him. Yeah, so he was doing something.
Oh
It's
yeah,
not like
sign
what
over.
Lyra came up. She
She
was
won the battle
instantly
royal, right?
went to the top
Or whatever.
and then lost the championship match and then disappeared just like the Creed brothers did. They didn't do that with Carmelo. Carmelo, they just had him talking shit to everybody that was walking
But
backstage.
then
Thank
check this out what they did
God.
with Lyra
And
though.
he didn't get
Then
buried.
check this out. With Lyra, they tried to put her in that little feud with Sonya Deville and all them with Kay and
Pure
Carter
Fusion
and
Collective.
Katana
Yeah,
Chance.
where's Pure Fusion Collective? They're
That
not
was
even on
working.
TV.
That was working. I don't know why they stopped
That was not working. That joint with Pure Fusion
Yeah,
and
they
KC2, that was not working.
No,
at
it was
all.
giving them
was
some
not working.
TV time, and I don't mind seeing
It wasn't
KC2.
working.
Oh my god. But yeah, damn, what am I about to say? Fuck, I forgot about to say Cypher.
Do you guys want
Oh
some
yeah,
trivia?
hold on,
go
I do want to. After Raw, it was a dark match after Raw that was placed. It was Jacob Fatu versus Cody Rhodes. Cody hit Jacob Fatu with the Kindle stick, and then after Jacob Fatu got hit with that, got up like the werewolf, beat up Cody Rhodes in the corner, hit him with the hip toss in the corner, and that was it. And then Jacob did the little I'm that bull. So they
AJ,
hand that sign.
you just reminded me of something too. I have to call CM Punk out for being a liar. When Raw came to Philly during the after show, remember Cypher? Everyone's walking out, then he grabbed the mic and everyone just stopped in their tracks, and we all listened to him talk.
And he was
In
autographing
that-
his sneakers, right?
Yeah, in that monologue he gave us, he said next time Raw or WWE comes to Philly, he's gonna lace up his boots and he's gonna wrestle for us.
Oh, yeah, he did.
He
say
lied.
that.
He lied. So shout out CM Punk. You're a liar, but you're still my favorite wrestler. So it's all good. That's all I wanted to throw in there. AJ reminded me of that dark match because I saw that dark match. I was like, damn, I would have loved to be in the stadium. When they were advertising it, and I saw the advertisements on my social media, they said Solo versus Cody. They didn't say Jacob versus Cody. So, I mean, it is what it is. Jacob's not worse than Solo.
Jacob is getting low key. Like if you look at the long form storytelling, he's being very protected and used in a smart way. He's going to be if they keep
As they should.
things going the way they're going to make him a credible. I already feel like he's a credible threat. I felt like that when Tongaloa first appeared, but then they went to more of a sillier vibe because Tongaloa was supposed to be like crazy and just catching wreck, and they kind of felt like they replaced that with Jacob. Was like, I'm just crazy and catching wreck.
Yeah, and Jacob is definitely protected. That's why that stare down with Braun was so crazy because both of them are going to cause havoc. And that match, you're going to need it'd be like a nuclear fusion reactor blowing up. You're going to need some space for them.
Yep.
It ain't mainly man meat, but it's some strong ass, big ass, crazy ass niggas. You know what I mean? Back
All
up.
right, folks, it's time for some 5-star frog trivia. And let's start off with and this is all according to ChatGPT, so if some things are wrong, I apologize in advance. Who was the youngest WWE champion in history? I need the wrestler's name. I'm sorry, I need the wrestler's name and their age at the time they won the title.
I got you. It's two answers to this. I'm gonna go Randy Orton, but I'm also go Rene Dupree.
AJ, do you have a counter or you just going with the flow?
I'm going with the flow.
According to ChatGPT, because you didn't give me any ages, Dashy, it says Brock Lesnar, age 25, for WWE champion, not World Heavyweight champion, not World Heavyweight.
Ray, I thought Randy Orton won the champion at 24.
No,
did he win the World Heavyweight champion or the WWE champion?
Heavyweight.
Remember, World Heavyweight champion, they count that as a world champion, but not a WWE champion. Secondary.
So my thing is this. So is the World Heavyweight Champion supposed to be bigger than the WWE Champion?
Not even a
or
little
WWE
bit.
Champion is bigger than.
No,
No,
WWE champion
no.
is their main one.
So hear me out.
Yeah,
Hear me out.
I
Hear me
just
out on this though. On this one, right? When John Cena had the WWE championship and all this stuff on SmackDown, right? Triple H had the heavyweight champion. I thought that was the biggest belt. I'm like, John Cena got a second
Yeah,
tier belt. What are we doing?
size wise, it was the biggest belt.
No,
Big
Now
but
goal.
no,
look.
size-wise, but he was on cable TV. This is the premium stuff. The real matches happening. Showing my I see more blood. All this happening. This is.
No.
But
WWE
that's
is the
how I felt
company
like.
championship. The heavyweight championship came from WCW. They're not going to make that be above the WWE championship.
Okay.
That's number one. Number two, I
Well, when I
just
say Triple H
googled it.
have it, it's crazy.
I just googled it. And I'm gonna tell you all the people they have right here. Randy Orton at 24 with the World Heavyweight Championship. Brock Lesnar 25 with the Undisputed. Sasha Banks at 24 with the Women's WWE Women's. Alexa Bliss at 25 with the Women's World. Paige at 21 with the Divas, and Stephanie at 23 with the Women's
Did you
Championship.
just count the Divas title? Did
All
you
right,
really
here we
just
go.
do that?
That's what they got up here.
Question number 2. We got about 10 minutes left. Question number 2. Which WWE superstar won the first ever Women's Royal Rumble match?
Oscar.
I've asked this question so many times, Chatty. Why are you
I'm
giving me
about
the
to say,
same
I'm
things?
about to say Oscar T. Dang.
Hey, look, blame the GPT. What
I
was
just
the
know that
ori-
because her and Shinsuke won in the same year.
Hold
Good
on,
stuff.
bro. You said what?
What was the original name of WWE before it was changed in 2002?
Wrestling
WWE.
Federation.
Oh. I thought you said the original name. I was about to give you that one.
World Wrestling Federation.
Hey,
Who
yo, you
ended
wild,
the
Jack,
Undertaker's
for that one.
WrestleMania undefeated streak?
Brock Lesnar,
Brock Lesnar.
Which WrestleMania was it?
30.
I don't know.
Which WWE
I didn't watch
superstar
it.
used the nickname the Rated R Superstar?
Ed.
Superstar.
That's
Edge.
correct.
The ultimate opportunity is Ed.
Adam Copeland.
That's the.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
yo.
Both answers are correct. Who won the first ever Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale at WrestleMania 30?
Braun Strowman.
That's
No,
incorrect.
it was.
It's not Braun
Cesaro.
Strowman?
No. He won the
It was
world's
Cesaro.
greatest Royal Rumble, and it is Cesaro. Was Cesaro. Which
Wait,
superstar?
oh my God. They got too much now, bro.
That was
Which
WrestleMania 30. I remember that.
Yeah. Which
No,
su-
I'm not saying that. I got them confused with the tournament.
Yeah. Which superstar has the most WWE Tag Team Championship reigns?
Edge and Christian.
Edge. Yep.
Most tag team.
14.
Okay, well,
14 title reigns. Who did Batista defeat
That's
to
a
win
W
his
boy,
first WWE World Heavyweight Championship?
Triple H.
Yep. Do you know where he beat him at? Not where, but like what PLE was
WrestleMania 25.
It was WrestleMania.
26.
it? It was WrestleMania. And
25.
it was not 25 or 26. It was 21. You guys are
Really?
old. Yeah, you guys are old.
Damn.
All right. Who was,
I was-
the
yeah, I was-
first African American WWE champion?
What's the name? What's the? No.
Kofi.
You said WWE. You said WWE champion.
Yeah, AJ, go
Kofi.
ahead, lock it in. I got one for Kofi. What you got?
You said what's the name was the heavyweight champion?
You take a
It
2-1
was
to lock it in.
Man. Hold on.
There hasn't been that many black
It was
champions.
Rocky. No, Rocky. What the fuck is his dad name? The black. What's the Rocky dad?
Rocky Johnson.
Johnson. Yeah.
Well, according to ChatGPT, it was Kofi Kingston, which I feel like is
That's-
disrespectful. It's
Hey.
disrespectful to The Rock because, like, The Rock is African American. I guess he's. When I looked it up,
He's
his
not
dad.
African-American.
Yeah, his dad is
He's Polynesian.
Canadian or something like that.
No,
His dad
but
is
his dad is black,
Croatian.
though.
or something?
His dad is
His dad
black,
not black.
bro.
His dad is Canadian. I looked this
Bro,
up the
his
other
dad-
day.
Man is Polynesian. All right.
Hold on.
No, literally, I looked at
Oh,
Rocky
okay.
Johnson because I'm telling you, I was modding. I'm playing Wrestling Empire, so I was just
Rocky
like,
Johnson.
yeah, he's
I'm
Canadian.
reading it right
He's not
now.
African
He's
American.
Canadian.
Yeah, that's not African American. That's literally not
Bro,
American.
he's black, nigga. Look at his hair texture, bro.
I'm not
'cause you're
saying
Canadian,
that
don't-
he's black. I'm saying that he's not African American.
A black Nova Scotian. He's black.
Yeah, Nova Scotian. That's what it was. I said Croatian. by accident.
Ready? He's black Nova Scotian, so he's black, bro.
He is black. That wasn't the question. The question was African American, not black. Because you
what?
know, okay,
You know
let me
what,
tell you
bro?
something.
What is black?
You know Charlize.
Cypher,
You know,
are you
hold
black?
on.
Are
You know
black,
Charlize
Cypher?
Theron.
No, Cypher, are you black?
Do you know
Are you black,
Charlize
Cypher?
Theron, the actress? Do you know
Yes,
Charlize
Cypher.
Theron? She's African American.
No.
She's from Africa. She's literally African American, but you wouldn't call her black. So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why that question is a little bit semantics based.
Where do we live at, bro? Where do we live at?
I live in parts unknown, just
No,
outside
we-
just outside the boiler
Live in-
room
we-
with
we-
mankind.
Mind you, not even like that. We are black out here in these streets. If we go to Europe today or tomorrow, We are black.
The question wasn't asking about black. Last question, question number 10. What was the name of Chris Jericho's WWE talk show segment?
Fuck.
The real something. Highlight reel.
Fuck.
The highlight reel. That is
Damn,
correct.
right.
Ding, ding, ding. All right, Dashy, where can
I'm
the
about
good
to say
folks find you?
Y2J show.
You can find me hiding in the mountains with a blunt and a bad bitch. Also Instagram _IHeardDash.
AJ, where can the good folks find you?
You can find me on West Philly AJ playing Sparkling Zero. Y'all can get your ass beat. Right now. I'm on the line right now. Let's get it.
Folks, if you enjoyed the podcast, make sure you definitely do those things and follow us and put the subscribe button, the chill code, make that like button tap out. We'll see you sometime next week.
Splash.